One battalion remained by the airfield, and it was commanded by somebody who had seen some action during the Kota Baru landings, and the Japanese were met with a barrage of 4.5-inch howitzers, inflicting significant casualties. Cummings'
I
men.
believe that was Lieutenant Colonel Arthur Cummings.
Ah, yes, and I think you have some information on him.
Yeah, unfortunately, pictures again for a lot of these folks are hard, but this guy is one brave commander. So he was born in British India, in Karachi, so like Pakistan, but that was British India back then. So he, at the time of the war, he was commanding the Second 12th Frontier Force Regiment of the Army, and I think on third night when they made an attack near Kuantan, the Japanese make a huge attack, and this guy, to allow the battalion to safely withdraw, he gathers a party of like a small group of men and you know just leads a counter charge. Small group against a larger force to allow his battalion to withdraw. Everyone is casualties, including him. He got like two bayonet wounds in his stomach. But the entire battalion was able to end up being withdrawn with its vehicles.
Hmm.
And he later would be driving in a carrier under very heavy fire and would direct his driver of that carrier to pick up isolated men from the Indian Army,
Hmm.
as they continue the retreat. And this gallantry would earn him the Victoria Cross.
Hmm. There we go.
Yeah, and he would, I think dresses like, post this campaign. So, not the right place to bring it up.
You're just gonna bring back the map. Okay. So as you said, Cummings' men fought fiercely, firing on the struggling Japanese as they attempted to breach the defenses, each defender equipped with 6 grenades instead of the usual two, creating a lot of chaos and quite a deadly situation. Tsuji noted that the airfield was defended very well, particularly due to the effectiveness of the grenades thrown during the nighttime, which thwarted Japanese night raids. Defenders reported rolling 2 grenades into confined trenches where multiple enemies were hiding, resulting in devastating effects. Word reached Cummings' men that the entire 9th Indian Division under General Barstow was retreating through Kuala, Lipis, Durantut, Rob's area. So it's multiple areas on the map you can see there. And this prompted the 22nd Brigade to quickly demolish all the buildings and installations in Kuantan and to prepare for their own retreat. But their rearguard risked being cut off in the midst of the Japanese assault. So one night, while investigating his southern flank with Captain Ian Grimwood, Cummings spotted silhouettes of Japanese soldiers attempting to climb over some barbed wire just meters away. Armed with his .45 Webley revolver, which is actually a pretty big gun, the largest caliber service revolver at the time, Cumming and Grimwood realized the
Quite
danger.
a big bullet.
Yeah, it's kind of like what like Patton with his freaking Colts there. That's the kind of gun there. The Webley revolver, that's a huge gun. Grimwood and Cummings realized the danger when 7 Japanese soldiers charged at them with bayonets, and they began firing at them, probably like Clint Eastwood would, as they were knocked to the ground, killing all the attackers, but leaving Cummings stunned with 2 bayonet wounds to his stomach, which you had already talked about. Grimwood managed to get him to his feet, reload the revolver, and drag Cummings to the battalion HQ for first aid. With the Japanese beginning to overrun the airfield defenses, Cumming knew that they had to evacuate before their escape route was cut off. So he sent word for his men to withdraw, and he was struck by a grenade or possibly a mortar round, knocking him unconscious at some point. When Cumming regained consciousness, he found himself in a vehicle where the driver, Private Abel Singh, informed him a Japanese roadblock was ahead of them. Spotting a fallen tree that created just enough space for the vehicle to pass, Cumming ordered Singh to charge the hell through it. As they sped forward, machine gun fire rained upon them, and Cumming was hit again, suffering a shattered arm, possibly from a anti-personnel mine, while Singh endured a .256 armor-piercing bullet through both thighs. Oh, that hurts. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yet he
Not to
managed.
mention armor piercing
Yeah, it's going
rounds
right through.
back.
Yeah.
No, and it's going to pack more explosive power.
Oh. Yet still through this, he managed to control and drive 30 miles per hour right through. When they reached a friendly platoon, the vehicle was covered in blood with its 6 occupants. It was a gruesome sight to be sure. Singh was safely removed from the driver's seat, and Grimwood took over, driving them to the new brigade HQ. By the time they arrived, Cumming was in and out of consciousness, I bet, but he was still alive. He would later receive the Victoria Cross for his heroism, as you had mentioned. Fuck. It's a hell of a story, by the way. So that's an interesting one.